a successful marriage. I know there's no successful marriage anywhere, but a marriage can be very okay. A marriage can be very good if only a woman takes her responsibility of being the wife. Please, viewers, it takes a wise woman to build her home, and it takes a very foolish woman to destroy her home. A lot of women are suffering in the marital homes today because lack of respect. Lack of respect. Today we'll be talking on marriage and respect. Respect in your marriage. So viewers, if you're just tuning in again, we are live at the New Life Covenant Ministry at the NELCOM studios, and our topic of the day, like you all know, is marriage and others. Please, we'll be right back after the break. Thank you all so much. We'll be right back after the short. Yes, viewers, you're welcome once more into our live broadcast of our program, Marriage and Others. Like I said, today we'll be talking on marriage and respect. Women, let's come together. This one now is for us. Let's come together and talk about respect, what respect means in a marriage. Respect is very important when it comes to marriage. Please don't quote me anywhere, don't misunderstand me when I talk about respect. When I talk about submissiveness, please don't get me confused. Don't confuse, please. When we talk about respect, respect is not foolishness. We are talking about respect. It's not foolishness. Submissiveness is not foolishness. Because a lot of women today, when they talk about submissiveness, submitting to your husbands, some people think we are talking about foolishness. Submissiveness is not foolishness. Submissiveness is not foolishness. Respect is the level in which God has placed a man biblically. There's a level in which God has placed a man. Women, we all need to know this. There's a level in which God has placed a man. A man has been placed above a woman. Biblically, a man has been placed already. So we all need to understand, in marriage, a man, when they say a man is the head of the family, it's no joke. It's no joke. When they say a man is the head of the family, we are not kidding. The reason why a lot of women today, they face challenges in their homes, they face difficulties in their homes, because they don't understand what respect is all about. They don't understand what submissiveness is all about. See, let me tell you guys something. No man in his marriage wants to be treated like a slave. No man in his marriage wants to be treated as you not respect him. That's the reason why a lot of women face challenges today. Because you cannot respect your husband. See, they say what? That if you want your husband to treat you like a queen, you first need to start treating him like a king. If you want your husband to treat you like a queen, please, if you want your husband to treat you like a queen, you need to start treating him as such. You need to start treating him as a king. No man wants a nagging wife inside the house. We all know in Africa, in our normal African culture, that we women, when you are married to your husband, that husband automatically becomes the king of that home. Not your father-in-law, not your mother. I mean, if you're the woman now that I'm talking to, if you're a woman in your home and you're passing through crisis pertaining this situation, please listen to me, my sister. Listen to me. No man wants to be treated without respect in his house, in his home. Every man wants to be placed in that level. If you want your man to treat you as a queen, you need to start treating him as a queen, as a king. If you want your husband to start treating you like a queen, you need to start treating him as a king. No matter how short that man might be, he wants to be treated like a Goliath. He wants to look like a giant. No matter how poor he might be, and see what you need to do, you need to treat him like a king. Us as Africans, we have been grown in a certain level that we have manners. We have been cultured in a way that when you get married to your husband, you know your husband has, if you buy some, for instance, let me take an example to myself. If you come to my home, my husband has his dish where his food is being kept inside. My husband has his glass that no matter who you are, whether you are the king of your village, when you come to my house, you eat from the dishes in which strangers eat, not from my husband's dish. You don't eat from my husband's plate, because please, in his home is his palace. His home is his palace where he's supposed to reign. So you don't need to measure him with another person. You don't need to measure him with a stranger. My dear, if you have not had that habit of treating your man as such, please rush to the market. Let's start from somewhere. That's why we have to start from somewhere. If you have not been cooking well for your husband, and see, if you have not been doing breakfast, if you have not been cooking for him, please start doing that. All those counts in marriage, because those are some of the things that drive men away from your home. Sometimes you say, my husband is cheating on me. My husband is, in quotes, the name they give it now, that's side chick. My husband has side chick outside. But madam, are you sure you're doing the right thing? Are you sure you're giving that man utmost respect in which he deserves? Are you sure you're talking to him in the right way? Because there's a lot of us that we don't know how to address our husbands. You don't know how to address your husband. That's the reason why sometimes you see a man beating the wife. Sometimes you see the man ignoring the wife. Why? Because we lack the necessary ability to keep a man in the house. We lack certain things. You don't know how to talk to your husband when time arises. Sometimes maybe he has gone to work and he's so tired, he's so exhausted. Coming back to his palace, I mean the home now, his home is his palace. Coming back to his palace, you need to treat him with utmost respect. You need to know he went out and fend for you. He went out and fend for the family. When he comes back home, you need to pamper your husband. You need to know how to cajole your husband. You need to know how to pamper your husband. The reason why a lot of women are suffering because you don't know how to talk to your husband. You don't know how to pamper a man. See, I've learned a lot of things. Being married is not easy. It makes your marriage so perfect. Every people envy your marriage. Yes, it makes your marriage so sweet because there's communication, there's respect. You are mindful of what you do and what you say. A lot of women today, they're suffering in their marriage. They are suffering in their marriage because you don't know where to talk to your father. You don't know where to talk. Yes, it's not a mistake, please. For you, your husband has become your father. Who do you have in your house, in your home? He's your father. There are some names you call him that motivates him. Remove his inner man from inside. I've noticed that in a man, there are three characters in a man. There are three characters. You know, men, there's a man, you know, there's a king inside of him that wants to reign. There's a king inside of him that wants to reign. There's a small boy that wants to come outside and play. And the third, there's a lover inside of him that wants to come outside and enjoy his wife. But some of us women lack those things. We lack the necessary ability for you to know who your man is. Sometimes you just barge into marriage because you heard that this person is wealthy, this man is wealthy. You barge into marriage without studying him, without knowing him, who he is. That's why a lot of women today are suffering inside their marriage. Because when you're in a courtship, you know how this man reacts. You know how that man is. You know the character of that person. But today, reverse is the case. A lot of people today, if you ask them some things about their husbands, they don't know. Please, if you're just tuning in, share the video. Share the video. Let's invite people into this platform to talk on marriage and others. Please, if you're just tuning in, share the video. Share the video, please. You know, a lot of women today, they don't know the names they can call their husband. Yes, they don't know how to address their husbands. If you see your husband, you call him by his name. If your husband's name, for instance, is John, you call him John. Yes, that's what a lot of women do out there. That's what a lot of people do out there. If his name is John, you call him John. That's what you do. Forgetting to know that every man wants to be pampered. Every man wants dignity. You need to give him sweet names, sister. You need to give him sweet names. For instance, if you can give him name. Let me give you tips today. If you have not been doing it, let me teach you how to call him. If his name is John, you must not call him by his name John. No. You can give him a name. Darling, sweetheart. Yes, it's very strange and very heavy for you guys, some of you, to call it, but it is beautiful. Try it together and you thank me. Sweetheart, darling. There are some other names that they say woo, babe. You can spice your marriage up with those names. You can spice it up with those names. You can spice it up, spice your marriage. Let your marriage be spicy. No matter how nagging you, spice up your marriage. Spice up your marriage. Do these things, and you see that a lot of transformation will be inside your marriage. Your husband will always love when he goes outside, when he goes to his job site. You always feel happiness coming back inside the house because he knows his queen is there to welcome him. But sometimes when when your husbands go out, they feel rather they feel disturbed coming back to their houses, because they know when they are coming back to the house, it's problem. And the problem that passed yesterday, start reminding him, forgetting to know that man went out, failing for the family, looking for what you all are going to eat. When he comes back home, he believes he's coming back to rest. He believes he's coming back to his kingdom. He believes he's coming back to his palace in which he's supposed to reign. But when he comes back home, what you people do is you bring him more problems. You start reminding him of a lot of problems, reminding him of money that he has not done, reminding him of things that he was supposed to do. Whereas when